Fine piece of work.
The protest today is clowns dressed in clown makeup holding signs that state we are not protesting. We are going to chant "We are not protesting" down in the middle of the shopping district in Seattle.
We are not protesting!
We're being exactly what our government wants us to be. We're being complacent, we're being opinionless, we're being blank.
Opinions! We have no opinions! We have no opinions!
According to the Patriot Act, domestic terrorism is defined as anything intending to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, anything intending to influence a policy of the government, which is any question that you might have against the government. By this definition, you can be arrested for peaceful assembly, just having an opinion against the United States of America. It started when one of the members of our clown group was arrested at the WTO convention in Washington, D.C. She was arrested just standing on a street corner. She wasn't protesting. She was just with a group of people, about 20 other people, one of which was an 82-year-old nun. They were surrounded by riot police, arrested, and held in handcuffs for 15 hours without food or water.
I think it was our 16th hour on the bus. They formally brought up our charges. They said we were all being charged with obstructing traffic. So we were sort of like, what are you talking about? It's not true. And he said, look, according to the Patriot Act, more than 15 people walking down a street, walking in a group, could be considered an unregistered protest, if they're making a statement like you were.
We have no opinions! We have no opinions! We are not protesting! We are not protesting! We are not protesting! Now what the hell are we doing?
No!
Protesting the Patriot Act!
I think that people are tired of protests, so when they see a protest, they're like, oh, another protest, and the messages are blurred in many protests that are very large. We wanted a protest with a very clear written manifesto, very clear message, and we thought that clowns are the best way to do that because it's a fun group of people that people look at. People want to watch clowns and people want to see what we're doing. So they're interested, they approach us, and we are able to educate them about the Patriot Act.
We're passing out flyers so that they can read our manifesto and see the exact verbiage that we're going against in the Patriot Act, because it's important for people to be aware of this.
So do you think they're protesting non-protest? So, well, that looks like Liberty. Liberty's protesting.
Yeah. I wonder what they're protesting about.
Maybe they... yeah, it's hard to imagine they protesting without protesting.
Yeah, maybe they're trying to make a point about something.
What do you think they're protesting?
There you go. Patriot Act?
The Patriot Act.
Patriot Act.
The Patriot Act.
You think that? Oh, so they might actually be subtly protesting? Do you think?
They might be. Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of like a tongue-in-cheek thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Because what does that state? Does that say some rules about the Patriot Act, or?
Yep. Right here, by decree of the Patriot Act, we are not able to make any other statements outside the fact that we are in line.
Can you read me a little bit of it, just a chunk?
We are here today just to make it clear to everyone that we are not thinking, we are completely blank, thus the white complexion. We are not here to go against the system, and we are definitely not here to protest.
We wanted to make it clear that we are patriots. How better to do so than to declare that we only want, with our faces painted white, to always walk straight and to give up the left for our rights.
So what do you think about that? I mean, does that make sense? After some consideration?
Yeah, they're making a message.
Our government doesn't want me to be an educated, articulate citizen. And when it comes down to it, I can be aware of my rights and I can be aware of basic fundamental principles of which our country is founded, but that doesn't mean that I'm protected as an American.
Americans are very, very fearful of what will happen to them if they actually speak out.
I think that one of the things that's hard about being an activist is that you become a martyr in a sense, right? And you have to really alienate yourself from everybody else because you understand the atrocities and they don't. So by making this clown group, it's sort of like we can't take ourselves that seriously, right? I mean, politics is serious, but I was in a solstice parade last year and was sort of very sad and sullen and skating around. And this little girl turned to her mom and she goes, "Mommy, why is liberty sad?" But I was like, yes, that's why I'm doing this, you know. So someone has to explain to their child why liberty is sad these days.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see.
Move along, nothing to see here.